finding the perfect bargain. Marketers think will fall for anything, and you want the best deal when you shop, but how do you know you're getting a good deal with all the creative pricing and sales gimmicks out there? And are you waiting for sales that really aren't bargains? Here to weigh in, Bruce Turkel, a marketing expert. Bruce, I think those marketers out there, well, just like you, my friend, you think that we'll fall for anything. What do you think that consumers really want? Do they want everyday low pricing, or do they want to buy on a great sale day?
I think we've seen enough situations that prove that they don't want everyday low pricing. They want to feel like they're getting something special. They want to feel like they're smarter. They've done more research. They've gotten more information. Nobody wants to feel like a rube. Nobody wants to feel like a patsy. But we all want to feel like we scored. The thrill of the hunt. That's what we're looking for.
So I would guess you would cite as an example JCPenney, right?
Absolutely.
Those guys, you know, they had big sales and bargains, and then they got rid of it. They did everyday low pricing, and things didn't go so well.
That's exactly right. People were excited about what they knew. They had the inside track. They saved the flyers. Remember, that customer had been trained to look for something special. So when all of a sudden JCPenney's came out and said, look, we're going to give you everyday low pricing, that only suggested one of two things. Either we've been ripping you off all along, or you've been wasting your time. You're not as smart as you thought you were.
Right. Look, I think there was a lot of stuff going on with JCPenney. It wasn't just the change in pricing. It was also what they were selling that I think was so offensive to so many consumers out there. The stores weren't in great shape. Lots of issues going on. And Bruce, let me say this about that. I think there's a little company out there called Walmart that loves everyday low pricing, and they've made it work for them.
Yes, of course they have. But remember, Walmart is one company, one enormous company that is winning the race of low prices. Because really, if you stop and think about it, the low price leader means you're racing to the bottom. The best you can ultimately do is give away products for nothing. You have to have the economies of scale that a Walmart has in order to win there. Right. They control the entire vertical distribution chain.
It's a smart thing. And, you know, their bottom line shows that kind of effort. I want to share something with you and the viewers here that drives me nutso, and is what happens when you wait for the best sale. So this is the price evolution of a sweater. Let me show you. Suggested retail price of a sweater Christmas time, $50, right? You'd see that. That's pretty normal. The first markdown price, maybe you wait for that, $44.99. The final discount, oh my God, I'm getting such a great deal, $21.99. But hello, look at what the retailer paid for this sweater, because they're not telling you that. They only paid $14.50 for that sweater. The average retail price that they charge when you average all those numbers from the previous screen together, $28. So you think you're getting a great deal. They're making a ton of dough. These sales make no sense when you really examine them.
The sales make sense for a very different reason. What happens here is something called progressive justification. If they simply told you the price, you wouldn't pay it. But if they keep at it, for example, let's say a refrigerator is about...
Oh, wait. This is marketing gimmickry for what these guys do to the prices. It's progressive justification.
Well, gimmickry is one word, or you could say it's arithmetic. Either way, it all depends on how you look at it. But take a product, take a refrigerator, for example. It's $700. Then you add in $60 of delivery. Then you add in tax, 7 to 9%, which none of us consider.
On it goes.
Exactly. All of a sudden, it's $825 or so. But if they tell you the refrigerator is $699, well, you hear $6, and that kind of sounds like $5, so it's really not that much. And then the other things add on. All of a sudden, you have convinced yourself you want that product, and then those other add-ons don't really matter that much. And it works the other way as well.
I think, let me just posit this and see what you say. I don't think that consumers are that stupid. I really don't. I think that maybe they don't keep track of everything you guys are doing out there. They're not watching over your shoulder every day. They're not making sure they're getting ripped off. What do you say?
Well, I don't agree with the thing about getting ripped off either, because remember, you said what the store paid wholesale. First of all, the consumer does not have access to that product at that price at that time. Second of all, you have all of the costs of the store to get the consumer there, to service them, to accept returns, and you really do have to figure all of that into your pricing. So a very smart consumer who pays attention and, most importantly, is not concerned about urgency. can get great prices. But if you have to have it now, which is the great secret of the fashion world, oh, look, lapels are wide. Oh, look, lapels are thin. Then if you have to have it now, if you want to look in the latest looks, the latest thing, you're going to pay too much.
All right. Sales mavens out there, watch out. Jeff Green is going to join us. He's a retail consultant. Jeff, have you had a chance to listen to any of this nonsense we're talking about? What do you say?
Yeah,
okay, I'm on the
thing.
side of the consumers aren't stupid, but I think I may be alone on this panel.
Well, consumers aren't stupid, but they certainly want a bargain. And look, people like Macy's have kept us definitely looking for value and shopping for value. And like your last example, we think we're getting a deal, but yet it's quite a bit above wholesale.
Yeah, I think that the marketers are betting on the fact that we'll fall for anything. What's your advice to consumers as you look at this, Jeff? Bruce just said you got to be patient. You can't be obsessed with getting the latest and the greatest and the most edgy, stylish thing. What would you tell people? You're on the inside. You know what these companies are doing, both of you. Go right ahead.
Well, basically, I would say that consumers ought to be patient, but that kind of goes against our grains as Americans. We want what we want now, and I think that's the big issue.
And Bruce, in our quest to find the lowest prices ever, it's all about the internet, isn't it?
Well, of course, because the internet has democratized pricing and made all pricing information available. Once again, you need to take your time. You need to do your research. You need to realize that functionally the products are interchangeable. So you have to look for the best deal based on what will fulfill your needs at the right price. But I still don't think it's a matter of consumers being stupid. Not at all. I think it's a matter of consumers being emotional. Dale Carnegie said it. A consumer is an emotional creature, and that's how they respond.
Consumers are emotional. Jeff.